Welcome friends, I am Dr. V.K. Chauhan, homeopathic physician. We are revising important topics from psychology for first BHMS homeopathic students. This topic is topic number 22 and it is amnesia. Amnesia is an important topic for them. So let us recall what is amnesia. Amnesia is a Greek word meaning forgetfulness, where a means without and amnesis means memory. So simplest definition of amnesia is the loss of memory. And if you will see the important structures in the brain, we have prefrontal cortex, and in the limbic system we have hippocampus and amygdala. These are the important structures in the brain are responsible for memory formation and retention. The hippocampus and prefrontal cortex are, as a matter of fact, essentially necessary for creation of long-term memories. And these structures develop into mature structures by the age of 3 or 4 years. Before they are not properly developed. So, you will come across certain cases where we all, as a matter of fact, suffer from infantile amnesia, childhood loss of memory. And what is this childhood's loss of memory? Infantile amnesia is a common inability to remember events from one's own childhood before the age of 3 or 4 years. Why? Because they have less sophisticated encoding system. As the frontal lobes, amygdala, which are important structures for memory formation, and these are just starting to develop during this particular phase of life. We will see what are the causes of amnesia we have, the organic or neurological causes. These include damage to the brain through physical injury or neurological diseases or the use of certain drugs. Then we have important functional or psychogenic cause. Psychogenic factors such as mental disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, and psychological defense mechanism. They do play a very important role in forgetfulness. So important types of amnesia include, these are mainly two types. Number one, antegrade amnesia. Antegrade amnesia is where the ability to memorize new things is impaired or lost. As the data does not transfer successfully from conscious short-term memory into permanent long-term memory. Antegrade amnesia is more common than retrograde amnesia. The second type is retrograde amnesia. Retrograde amnesia is where pre-existing memories are lost. They cannot be brought into the conscious recollection. It is beyond an ordinary degree of forgetfulness, even though they may be able to memorize new things that occur after the onset of amnesia, but they cannot remember past memory or past events. Other types of amnesia includes like total amnesia. In this situation, the antegrade and retrograde types of memory both are lost together, and that's why it is known as total or global amnesia. Second is post-traumatic amnesia. It is a state of confusion and memory loss that occurs after a traumatic brain injury. And third, very commonly associated in other types of memory loss is psychogenic amnesia. This occurs due to psychological factors and usually referred as psychogenic amnesia. And next or fourth is amnestic syndrome. It is a disturbances of memory characterized by prominent memory loss for recent events in clear consciousness, and it occurs in Korsakoff psychosis. If you will see these particular brain sections, you will find the memory body is in the first figure there is a hemorrhage, and in the later figure you will find it is totally destroyed. In case of Korsakoff psychosis, the most common cause is thiamine deficiency, which usually occurs because of the chronic alcohol abuse, which is associated with inability to learn material and confabulation. New material, new memory is not been able to form the person, and confabulation is he uses stories to fill up the gap of his memory. Bibliography. The following bibliography we have used following text while preparing this particular talk. Thank you very much for patient listening.